and warm welcome to everyone present here. Only a doctor is blessed with the magical powers to treat a life, to bring health into our lives, and to be there with us when we have lost all the hopes. So today, on the occasion of National Doctors' Day, we would like to welcome our guest for the day, Dr. K. Prasad. Can I please have a round of applause? Prayer should always be our first response to every situation. So let's start the program with a prayer song. I request Ananya of class 12 to sing the prayer song. Everyone, join your hands and close your eyes for the prayer song.
போற்றதும் திங்களை போற்றதும் பொங்கல காற்றனை புலவன் கொடை போன்ற அன்பனுலகளித்தலாம் ஞாயிறு போற்றதும் காவிரி நாடு திவிரிப்ப போர்க்கோட்டை மேரு வளர்ந்திரித்தலாம் மாமழை போற்றதும் நானடி மேலே உலகை கவனரை போ மேல் நின்று தான் சுரத்தலாம் ஸ்ரீ குருभ्यो नमः अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्युर्मामृतङ्गमय शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
Thank you, Ananya. I would now like to call Aryan of class 12 to present the welcome note.
Only a life lived for others is a life worthwhile. A very good morning to everyone gathered here. I take immense pleasure in welcoming our honorable chief guest, Dr. K. Prasad sir, our academic director, Ms. Jayagori ma'am, and my dear friends. Today we have gathered here for a praise in a noble cause and show our gratitude towards our real superheroes, who are none other than our doctors. Let's give a huge round of applause for our doctors. Doctors are given the stature next to God. God gives us life, and doctors help us to lead a healthy life. They also give us a chance to relive our life when we are in a severe illness. Moreover, they have to invest a lot of time in their work and risk their own lives to save our lives, as we saw in the pandemic situation. To celebrate this sacrifice, July 1st is celebrated as National Doctors' Day. National Doctors' Day celebration in India began from July 1, 1991 to honor Dr. Bidhan Chandra Roy on his birth and death anniversary. He was a very famous doctor and freedom fighter from West Bengal. Today, we have one such superhero among us who is none other than Dr. K. Prasad sir. So let's give a huge round of applause. He is a consultant physician and diabetologist who has done his BSc Zoology from Pachepas College and MD from Russian State Medical University at Moscow. He is the Chief Medical Officer at ESI Dispensary.0. He has more than 20 years of experience in the field of medicine and a special area of interest in hypertension. Thank you, sir, for gracing this occasion by your presence. I hope that you are going to spend a good quality time with us and inspire us to achieve new heights. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Aryan, for your kind words of welcome. I request our respected academic director, Ms. Jayagori ma'am, to honor our chief guest, Dr. K. Prasad. Thank you, ma'am, for honoring our guest. Coming to the moment we have all been eagerly awaiting for. I request Dr. K. Prasad to come and tell us all about his long journey and experience as a doctor and inspire all the young minds sitting here.
Good morning, everybody. Feels so young to sit among children like you. It reminds me of my school days. Anyway, it's a great honor and pleasure to be amongst you. And thanks to the management and the staffs of care and school. And I'm also proud to say that my son is also a student of this school. So, as Aryan said, July 1st is celebrated as International Doctors Day in honor of Mr. Bilan Chandra, Dr. Rai. He was from Calcutta and he is also a Bharat Ratna awardee. He was also a Chief Minister for West Bengal for 14 years. And his birth and death anniversary happens to be on the same day, that is July 1st. And he was a freedom fighter also, and he was the personal physician of Mahatma Gandhi. Not audible?
Yes, late.
Okay. Sorry, my voice is a little low. Okay. And you know who the father of medicine is? Hippocrates. That's the doctor's statement. It's what the father of medicine. And you know the father of surgery? Very good, very good. He is Indian. And he was in the 1200 BC to 600 BC versus Iraq. And doctors are actually described as medical practitioners. So a practitioner of medicine can be either a physician or a surgeon. Physician is one who diagnoses the diseases and treats them, whereas surgeon is the one who operates on the patient. So basically there are two types of doctors. Okay. So you guys who want to become doctor, decide now itself which field you want to take. And why do we call this profession noble? Because once you decide to become a doctor, right from the entire youth, you spend your entire youth working for it. Studying. The entire youth is actually lost in it. So, and this is a profession where there is no retirement. You work till you are fit, until your age permits, until your health permits. And every day of work adds only to your knowledge. That is why we call it practice. We don't say we work, we practice. Because nobody is perfect, no doctor is perfect. Every day we gain knowledge. So, most person in this community, they need doctors. But there can be a person who doesn't need a doctor. At some point of the time, we will feel sick. Either it's no fever, or a major illness, or a surgery, or a something. We need a doctor. The community, they don't even realize how doctors have become a part of their society. Over the years, doctors have worked tirelessly to improve the health of the community. And also the quality of life has improved. Even the longevity of the persons in India and the world has improved. And the field of medicine is at peak of success now. And because of the tireless efforts of doctors and other medical professionals. Many new drugs are being developed every day, which adds to the comprehensive success of the therapy. So, because of all this and endless work and efforts of doctors, this profession is being termed as noble. Excuse me. And let me tell you a small story which happened not long ago in Bangalore. Some of you might have even heard it. At night around 10 p.m., a youth met in an accident. He had an head injury and he was rushed to a hospital where he needed brain surgery to be done. It was around 10 p.m. So a neurosurgeon was called. He came and checked everything. The patient date was set. And when he was about to operate, he got a phone call. So he was fully scared to call sterile blood surgeon. So he told us that he was threatened the problem. And nurse looked at the phone and said, "Sir, it's a wife." So she attended the call, immediately she became silent and pale. After time the time and asked, staff anything or anything important that happened? But very clear. So your son met with an accident and he is no more. Your wife wants you to be in the hospital, which is 15 kilometers away. The doctor just froze for a moment, took a deep breath, and told, let's continue with the surgery. And he operated for 1.5 hours on the patient, completed the surgery and walked out of it. He attended this. And then the doctor could have left earlier. He says, I've already lost my son. But there is someone else's child on the table which I can save. So such is the noble profession. There are so many doctors endlessly provide their private life for the well-being of the community. So how many of you want to become doctors? It is possible to achieve. Only thing you have to put extra effort. They got an excellent team of teachers, a very good background, nice facilities. We never had such classes in the auditoriums during our school days. Make use of it. Spend your time wisely. And second thing, everyone must be aware of this corona pandemic. 2 years, right? Also a nice time now. Like the whole world is talking about this virus. So you know what's virus? No, what is a virus? What is a virus? That is a very big debate, whether the virus is a living organism or a non-living organism. Only thing which proves that it is a living organism is it can not replicate, produce copies of itself and it enters the host. That is outside the host, it is lifeless. And the only thing which debates it is a non-living thing is virus. When it comes in contact with water, it can form a crystal as well. So a living organism won't become crystal. So such facts is still a big debate. So this virus has been in this universe long before human beings evolved. We actually came after the virus in the organism. So such a small part of, and one more interesting one, you know the entire weight of this virus which caused this pandemic, which brought the world upon, it was hardly 100 grams. Less than 100 grams of virus particles that has caused this pandemic. So some of you must have even lost your near and dear ones to this, and ever since this coronavirus hit, doctors have been working round the clock to save lives. In fact, we didn't know how to treat it actually for the first time. But still, every doctor, every group, every community of doctors, they have their own methods of treatment. And now we are able to contain it. That's it. We are not cured it or we cannot eradicate this virus. The only viral infection which we can say we have eradicated is smallpox. Nothing else. So we have to learn to live with this virus. By practicing all the methods which have been told every now and then, even in our phones. Almost 1,600 doctors plus have lost their lives in the past 2 years because of this COVID infection. But still they are working towards it. And like many doctors shut down their clinic, many have started providing online consultations, some even gave free consultations. And somehow we are able to contain it, that is what you can say. And a few doctors even went to rural areas where medicine was not available, doctors' facilities was not available. They were doing it. So many healthcare workers were doing their job, sanitary workers, the entire community was against it, working against it. So, do you have any questions? Anything regarding corona? Any medical things you can ask me? So, suppose if you get a COVID infection, what are the most important timelines that you should be careful? In simple terms, you get an infection. This COVID virus is a very, very weak virus. COVID virus doesn't kill the man, doesn't kill the human being. It infects us, starts replicating in your body, and you get fever. And within 5 days, this virus actually dies in the body. But our body reacts in such a way, producing antibodies to it. So at the end of 5th day, the patient will have a sense of well-being. His fever will settle and he will be okay. But what happens? These antibodies will start circulating inside the body. And at the 7th or 8th day, the body will think these antibodies are the villains of the body, and our own body starts reacting against the antibodies. They are destroying us. So the theory is this immunoboosters and all we take, with supplements, this breathing, all those things, has to be taken only for up to 5 days. From the 8th day, our aim is to suppress the immunity. So once you suppress the immunity, automatically that is where you must have heard we give steroids. Steroids is nothing but immunosuppressants. It suppresses the natural immunity of the body. That way helping the body to recover. So that this thing happens in the 8th day. So if you are not doing the steroids, our body will react against our own body, and that is what we call the cytokine storm. You must have heard about this storm in newspapers. That is what destroys the lung tissue, and eventually death happens. And by the end of 14 days, you will be fully cured. So it's any question, any doubt, anything regarding this you can ask me.
Teachers also.
Teachers also, please. Anything regarding this? Feel free, nothing. Don't think it will be silly or something. Any question you ask is an important question. Okay, one more myth about this. Steam inhalation. You think steam inhalation will kill the virus? What does it do actually?
Clears the passage.
Yes, very good.
Clears
It acts as a mucolytic. The mucus passage, right? It clears it. It opens up the passage. The phlegm comes out. That is it. But no point in inhaling hot fumes, will burn your lungs. Same way all this kasayams and all, it has to be taken in the proportion and quantity which it is mentioned. Drink anything more than that, you will develop heavy gastritis. That is again an issue. So many things are realized.
And during COVID, we are taking steroids, and after that, we are not supposed to take this COVID vaccine, right?
No,
Yeah, why?
that is again a myth. You can take the vaccine.
We can take the vaccine.
Not immediately after a COVID infection.
How many days gap? How many days gap?
We recommend, say, 4 weeks.
4 weeks.
4 weeks after the infection. And also vaccinated.
After first dose, there are gap for the second dose. There is a gap
Yes,
for
for
2
kids it
months.
is 21 days.
But if it is postponed for
Nothing
4
happens.
days,
You can take no problem.
can we take second?
It is recommended like that. But even if you miss the dose or if it is delayed, no issues. You can take it.
No issues.
No issues. Yes. It is a matter. Everyone has to take it. Because we don't know the efficacy of this vaccine. The booster dose and again booster vaccines. So you need to take this.
So they say that the COVID, you say that the COVID is, that the immune system is becoming does it damage the organs?
No, it doesn't. It damages the end organs. It releases a storm of what is a huge
Amount of antibodies.
yeah, and it will go and attack your own body. That is so that's right.
There is no damage to the organs or any stuff.
Yeah. Not only COVID, anything you can ask, any question. I didn't come here to talk about COVID because it would have been bored. See, I'm not coming to PowerPoint and all that, I just wanted to talk. No point in showing the slides and everything.
Sir, could you tell us about that MBBS course pattern and what are the subjects to
So studies. MBBS course. Actually, MBBS course varies in countries. In India, it is 4.5 years plus 1 year of training. And now we must be aware that NEET is mandatory. There's no going back with it. Government may say that we'll remove it, but that's not going to happen. So, study well for NEET. Once you get qualified, you will be entering the field.
What are the subjects they do it in the course?
Because subjects, there are so many subjects.
How does it relate to our 12th biology and
The 12th biology is just a stepping stone. That is only to assess your knowledge. Once you go in, biology it will help you, but we study mainly into human anatomy, physiology, biochemistry, only thing about humans. But whereas in plus 2 biology, it's a vast subject that you study about all the living organisms, not just human body. Once you enter medicine, it is only about humans, what is happening in the human body. Like initially, first year it's anatomy, physiology and biochemistry. Then some of the things are huge, almost 56 papers are there. It's one of the toughest exams to clear. I don't want to frighten you guys. Once you enter, everybody will pass. I'll say NEET is the toughest one. You clear that, enter MBBS, definitely will come out of it. And one more thing I'd like to say, even though India has so many beautiful colleges with all facilities, excellent staff, we are yet to get a Nobel Prize in medicine in India. There is not even a single Nobel Prize for medicine in India. One man got it, but he is an American. He is an Indian, but an American. So even if you enter medicine, don't think I finish MBBS, I'll sit in a clinic with a step and a beeper and start running. That's not it. Go into research, do something for the community which is developing. Government is spending so much money, your parents are putting so much effort, teachers are putting so much effort. You have to give back something to the community. So go take up the field of research. It's very interesting, so many things are there. You can come.
Sir, no doubt.
Yes.
So if we go to now retro studying MBBS, so from here we should write a NEET exam. No, if you want to go and study Russia,
Oh, abroad.
MBBS, from here we should write a NEET exam.
Yes.
Now to
Yes.
manage it.
Yes, it is mandatory. You have to clear the NEET. You don't need to get a big score, but you
Say, exam also you can write now, sir.
Which
No, directly can go and write the exam or NEET is mandatory.
NEET is mandatory.
Now, if you are going to India,
Any country. If you want to study MBBS anywhere in the world, you have to pass NEET
from India.
from India. Whatever may be the country, even in US, Australia, anywhere you want to do, you have to pass NEET, get the minimum mark required. Only then you will be eligible for study. And once you come back now, there is another exam next.
After coming to India.
After coming, not only India, even Indian students now, they are going to write that one.
So the course you study fully in Russian or English?
I did it way back in 1997,
Fully in Russian.
fully in Russian, and I was a scholarship student.
Because now we are opting for both numbers. First 3 years English and next 3
Now
years.
most of the students read in English. I went in 1997 on a cultural exchange program to both the governments.
Because now the option
Now those things are all not there. So it's now in English, almost not in Russian. Many countries it's in English.
Sir, from if any student born in Russia and studying now India, say anything is that, sir. Like the fees will be reduced there.
Born in Russia, studying in India.
Actually, me, I was born in Russia, sir.
Okay.
But now, if I go to Russia and study now, I'll get anything like less fees.
What passport do you hold? No, which passport do you hold? You are holding an Indian passport? or-
Yeah, I'm holding a Indian passport.
That means you're an Indian. Doesn't matter where you are.
No, actually, I hear this get something.
Nothing matters. Once you're an Indian passport, you're an Indian. You don't get religious separation.
So you did your masters in Russia. So is it better to do masters in India itself, or like travel to a foreign country and finish your masters?
If you're going to do your PhD in India, if you get a master's certificate,
So you don't think there's any difference? Like it won't matter like if you go to a foreign country.
it doesn't matter actually.
Like only if you're going to be performing like.
It depends on your performance. Most of the established doctors who perform well in foreign countries are from India. Those are completed in India. It doesn't matter where you study. It all depends on you. How you study and how you put your studies to use. That is what matters. And getting a master's degree abroad is very expensive. You don't get an apply scholarship. It's very, very expensive. So, in medicine, I mean, other than engineering is quite opposite. They get paid for it. So medicine is exactly what it is. You want to work there, then enter the college, and then doctors.
In case of emergency, can a veterinary doctor see a human?
Veterinary doctor and BDS doctor, they all study pharmacology. The medicines which are used to treat animals are the same which we use on humans. Only the dosage varies. Dosage, usually any medicine, for example, is calculated on the body weight and mass. Say, for example, a paracetamol you take for fever, no? The dosage is 10 milligrams per kg per day, third dose. So human being will be maximum 40 to 50 kgs, right? So that is why you get this dose of 650. That is calculated in that one, 6 milligrams. Whereas you will take a cow, it will be in 110. So the dose will vary. But the medicines used are the same. And all the medicines that are used on human beings are first being tested on animals. Only then it gets approved. Nobody tests the drug directly on animals. A veterinary doctor has adequate knowledge, but he is not supposed to practice legally. In case of emergency, yes, he can. He can, and nothing wrong in it. Same applies to dentists also. But the other practice of them, like Ayurveda, Siddha, like many allopathy doctors are against them treating with allopathy drugs because they are not studied that. That is only, they are also good, they know all other things, anatomy, biochemistry, they are also well versed. But pharmacology part, they learn about their medicines. Whereas we learn about our allopathy drugs. So how can I treat someone with Ayurvedic drug when I don't know about it? Same applies to them also. When they don't know about allopathic drugs, they are not supposed to treat. But veterinary and dentist is not there. They study the same thing. They can treat only if it's a real emergency. Otherwise,
Is there a high scope in field of psychology?
yes. Psychology, actually what happens is psychology because when it comes into medicine, it becomes psychiatry. Psychology goes into the science side, where the study degrees are like ESI, MSc, and PhD. That is psychology. When a doctor does it, it becomes psychiatry. They call it MD psychiatry, DM psychiatry. Doctor actually treats with medicines and counseling. Whereas a psychologist, most of the things will be only doctors, like say counseling will be the main issue. But there is a very big scope.
Which field of medicine that is like a cardiology, neurology, which is one of the best fields, right?
Absolutely, all fields are equally good. Best field in terms of money and medicine.
Money is not best. That is one factor.
Any doctor is equally good. You can't say a cardiologist is better than a endocrinologist.
So it's tough to pursue. Like being a
All are equally tough, but I can say which one is tough to enter. Right now it is radiology. MD radiology, those who do the CT scans and all that. Now that is one of the toughest courses to enter. Why? Because You don't have to see the patients. You have the luxury of sitting in an AC room and looking at monitors and doing the things. And the pay is good. So that has become very tough. Second, dermatology has come now. That also same thing. You don't have to touch the patient. Just you can sit, take your report, no step, nothing required. Just look at the patient, do a prescription. So all the ESI fields are becoming tougher to get.
What is the reason for that?
Which one?
What is the reason for that?
It is easy actually, and the money is good. And it's become like a office job, no? Like you don't have to interact.
Yeah,
with
they
the
go,
patient.
they get the t-shirt and things like that. But why it is tough to enter? More
More
competition.
competition. Many people want to get into it.
Okay,
We don't
competition.
have night duties, no emergencies. Just 9 to 6 clubs.
Okay.
That is where it has become tough. I'm saying because economy is just tough to enter. Right now it is tough to enter. And if you ask prestige-wise, cardiologists have good prestige amongst doctors. Then comes neurologists. They are them as the posh doctors. But everything is tough and equally difficult to enter. Easiest one nowadays to get is anesthesiology, but that is the toughest job. Yes. Easiest post and post-graduation, I would say, is anesthesiology. But it is one of the toughest because they are the ones who take care of the ICU also. It is anesthesia and reanimation they call it. Not just giving anesthesia during surgery. Any ICU is run by the anesthetist. They have to give out the patients also. That is one of the toughest professions. But easy to enter nowadays. But it's very hectic job.
Sir, if I'm writing it and I'm not getting a suitable college or suitable course, but I have to do something related to medicine, what?
No, if you're very much interested into entering the medical field, there is another option. Like you don't have to only become a doctor. Now physician assistant has come. There are so many nursing fields there. Nursing is also an equally good and tough profession. And pay is also good there nowadays. Like new courses are there, Pharm D is there, 6 years pharmacy course, where you get a PhD in pharmacy, right after first year. The seat is equally easy to get, but the job is very difficult. The openings are limited. But it is a PhD course, directly 6 years course. It is also
Not much as
not much, yes. Not much, yes. Because it's a new course. Earlier the first batch has come from 3 years back. It's a very good course. But getting a suitable job is really tough. And physician assistant is there in all the things. Cardiology, neurology, everything. That is also an option. If you're really into medicine. Yes, but now for paramedical courses also they may right now they can affect.
paramedic course you refer
Physician assistant courses there. But there are so many branches. Neurology, gas technician, perfusion. All those are very much in demand. If not in India, in abroad, they will Army Medical College. Army Medical College actually doesn't come under the gate. They have their own entrance exams. They have to pass it. Right time it's already high time. You guys should be preparing now. So then plus two plus one. It's already high time. AIDS, AFMC, GMR, all this doesn't come under the gate. They are settled down institutions. So they conduct their own exams. Their own exams. Then they might not resolve it anyway. But these central institutions are not under it. They make, by the time you write it, they make all the credit. Without Other than anemia, that is.
So there was a cancer treatment carried out in the US which for the first time the cancer virus was caught. Like, what was exactly done and will that technique come to use in the near future?
Yes, there are so many studies in the pipeline now. Like few viruses can produce cancer. For example, cancer of the cervix that is caused by this human papilloma virus. Right now we have a vaccine for it. Just because the cancer is supposed to be should have one. That prevents, say, up to 80 to 90% of such viruses. Likewise, so many other studies are there in the pipeline, but as such nothing is approved. This one vaccine is approved.
What place is that?
That you are not supposed to get that before your. Yeah.
So the cancer treatment that was carried out in USA, that was for curing which type of cancer?
Many research. And it's all studies. Once it's approved, it will take another 5 to 7 years to come out. There are so many trials for phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and all. After that, only we can say it will work out. Many cancer diseases are going on. There is a theory saying that cancer is also produced by the virus. So such things, it is going on. But it will take time. Anyway, I know the newspaper came out in the paper right last week. But still it's in the pipeline. It will take time, long time. They say the purpose of program not last year, so nothing is possible.
So now there are many theories and researches going on based on the stem cells and its uses. So what do you think will it be the researchers based on stem cells be beneficial and how?
Yes, stem cell research is a very big field. They are actually planning to grow organs out of stem cells. That is why the research is heading. They want to grow a kidney in a dish. Any of from your stem cell, like at the time of delivery, they collect the placental blood. That is very rich in stem cells. And it is preserved. That is happening in Chennai also. Completely preserved. In future, if you need it, they can collect cells from that and they can grow your organism. That is what they are aiming. But right now, it is used in bone marrow cancers and all. It is in the pipeline. And that's a very promising. So it all depends on your future doctors.
So do medical courses also have foreign exchange programs? Like out of the 4.5 years, there are some courses that provide 2 to 3 years you're studying in an Indian college, and the last final year you go to a foreign college and study.
I think you're talking about Philippines.
I'm not quite sure of the.
And this is happening with Philippines. What happens is Philippines, they do medicine degree after completing their BSc. So their medical course is actually 4.5 years only. So they do what is actually it is half illegal. The BSc part they do it in India, and then they put a. But what MCA guidelines says is you have to complete minimum 4.5 years in the medical college. So that is a very risky option, doing half the course here and then continuing in. This is happening only in Philippines, nowhere else. So that is not a good option.
Like colleges themselves have tie-ups with foreign universities.
But nobody is genuine there. They say their colleges, they have tie-ups, it's conducted in a hotel, in some small houses, they conduct the courses in Bombay. It is not actual colleges. There are no actual teachers. That is a very risky option. We got better options than that at the same cost. So usually we won't recommend those things. Pursuing MBBS in foreign countries. thing is that depends how much your parents can afford. Depending on the affordability, your studies is good everywhere. But the environment, the facilities that you get, that depends on the country and the person. Those who can't afford much, they choose Russia, Georgia, but Russia is also expensive. China. China, there is again an issue. Because now the latest guidelines says if you study in a foreign country, you must get yourself registered in that particular country and you must be able to practice in that country. Only then you will be allowed to practice in India. China is not allowing that. There's a student, foreign students who did MBBS in China, they cannot practice in China. So the Indian government is asking when they studied in your country and you are not allowing them to practice medicine, why should I allow? But Russia is allowing it. Because there are so many small institutions, but by the time of admission, if you're choosing any particular country or college, you have to inquire in detail. And there's an issue with the internship also. China is actually, previously China's internship was recognized in India, now it is not recognized. There are a lot of issues there. So keep studying abroad as a last option. Try to get a seat in India. Right now don't focus on going abroad or finding interviews. Right? Try your best to get admission in Indian colleges. That will be the best option. Nowhere in the world will be such exposure. When I did my course in Russia, in my entire gynecology period, I got to see only 2 delegates. That too I was in the 3rd row, standing there. In front of me so many others are there. Whereas I did my course in Stanley, every day I used to conduct 20 to 30 delegates. Such is the exposure here in India. You don't get such clinical material in any country, and that hands-on experience is not available in any other country. Try not to focus how to enter Indian college. If it doesn't work out, then don't think about it. Why don't think about Russia, Philippines, China, all those things. Your aim should be getting into Indian college. That is the best option. Any other questions?
There's medical colleges in India.
You can't get seat easily in any country.
There's not much problem with reservation. There's very big problem.
Reservation, that is policy.
What is the master's policy?
Right now, it is not important. If you prepare for the board, you can prepare for that. All the same, right? You have to prepare for the board after you write and next. Most of the questions are from the board. You first day will be out of it. Regarding your question, any Indian college is reservation, that is a big debate. Not supposed to have. Somehow try to get into Indian college. And if at all you don't succeed, don't think that is the end of the world. There are so many other courses that can be very successful.
So what is the scope of biomedical engineering or bioinformatics?
Biomedical engineering was very famous a few decades back. Now that is also taken a factor. Biomedical engineering, biotechnology, and microbiology. Microbiology, they have removed the courses nowadays. With MSc microbiology. Only difficulty is there is not much vacancies. And you can't work as an individual. If you are a biomedical engineering expert, you can't do anything from your home. You have to get attached to some organization where they can do the funding, where they can do it. That is the only drawback.
What about bioinformatics? CS specialization in bioinformatics?
That's what I'm talking about. Bioinformatics, it's a new course. Something related to technology and research. Nothing else.
One last question.
students. Yes.
And one final question. So, a patient who is doing heart transplant surgery, after doing that, what medications they should take and how they should take care of themselves?
Heart transplant. Any transplant for that. Like before doing transplant, we look for a donor who has a perfect match. And suppose if you get a perfect match, go for the transplant. Lifelong he has to do immunosuppressants again. Because your body knows that it is a foreign object. And it will keep on trying to reject it. The same thing which happens with COVID as well. So your body knows that this is not your organ. So it will keep rejecting it. For that he has to be on immunosuppressants lifelong. What happens is when you give immunosuppressants, his immunity, total immunity comes down. So he is susceptible to any sort of infection. Any simple cold, cough, anything, you go and cough in front of him, he will get a cold. That is the only drawback with these things. So he has to be on immunosuppressants lifelong. So transplantation is being done, they are doing well also.
If the body doesn't accept that heart,
To reject.
if it rejects means, what are the symptoms it will show dizziness or
Initially you get fever, something difficult. It won't do its work. It's like these signs, these sort of symptoms are heart failure. Again you'll go back to his old condition. Even though you're doing anything, you'll go back to the same condition that you was. Not any organ for that sake.
On what basis is the perfect match determined?
Genetics are not so we can change of business.
Because the genetic materials are really too possible.
There is a matching criteria. You see all this, there is a number of criteria. This one matches the it is happening, but not as significant as it's happening.
So what would be the ideal route to get into pharmaceutical industry?
Ideal route to get into pharmaceutical industry is manufacturing side of it. That is it. You have to do your B.Pharm and then PhD. If or not, if you do the D.Pharm, not Pharm D side. Pharm D, then you can go into the manufacturing side.
No need to do chemical engineering.
Engineers are also there. They will do the other part. You will be the one who is designing the medicines. So they will see the other part, the stability, the way the capsules are done, all these things they will like that.
What about quality control policy?
That is again one more department. That also will be done by engineers. Quality control, because R&D, everything is done by
Sir, pharmaceutical companies after promotion asking doctors to their own
pharma is an option in this thing. They are having so many products. So naturally they are going to promote it to doctors. Not different from the doctor is how it is done. If he does ethical practice, so many products is going to prescribe. So that depends on the doctor and then the pharma company.
So people who are studying in pharma companies are not fully satisfied pains and
Competition is like that. People want to get into it. nice college, hospital back in India. What happens is, in private colleges, they don't have enough patients. They have patients only at the teach the students, right? Government colleges have abundance of cases. So that is the only drawback with private colleges in Germany. They don't have enough adequate patients. Because most of them are remotely located, people can't go and access it. But the government colleges in Tamil Nadu are excellent.
Kritik has one question. That will be the final question for today.
So, like, since you said that if you are doing some kind of organ transplant, and in such case your body doesn't accept the body. But there are few technologies like they're placing electronic devices instead of heart pumps. So how does your body support that? Because we have a lot of device alternatives for transplant. So what's the answer for that? Because does the body accept those devices?
Body, see, don't go for such complicated things. For example, a fracture. You suffer a fracture. You put an implant, you must have this kneeling, flipping, and those are also foreign bodies. But it is made up of inert materials, like mostly we use titanium, which the body doesn't react to. Your question I understood it as heart pumps and it's a mechanical pumps. We are using mechanical valves in the heart. Those are made up of materials which body will not react. Whereas a living organ is not such. In human heart, it's a living organ made of blood cells. So body is able to recognize it. Whereas you put in artificial implant, you can design it such a way that the body won't recognize it. So the reaction is less such. That's why every fracture nowadays you must have known it. That is a very big success. These pumps are also loaded. Already artificial hearts have been implanted. And they are doing well.
So which is feasible and you can?
If getting the cost factor, then it's extremely expensive. And any gravity implant costs 1 lakh rupees. You imagine what is the cost of it. Not everybody can afford it. Affordability also comes in there. You can think of all kinds of treatments. But ultimately, this who can afford it. A liver transplant in India under government scheme and private tariff can be done from 18 lakhs. Whereas in the US it will cost in crores. But 318 lakhs is very expensive for us. That is why these artificial devices are on the max. Anyway, to study well, as I said, don't think about this foreign countries as a first option. Try to get into any Indian college, preferably government college. And don't stop with your MBBS. Immediately go into a PG. Like immediately after completing MBBS, don't do any work and all. You pass career, do your post-graduation. Then you can think about earning money. And then also don't stop until you go into research, take up something, make your country proud and your teachers.
Sir, becoming doctor of physics is important.
Students, please, one at a time.
Even maths is important, but maths has become omitted. That is also required.
Sir, for your words of wisdom, it has truly been very enlightening and inspiring for all of us. I request Azra of class 12 to come and present the thank you note as we come to the end of the program.
Happy morning to everyone present here. I deem it great honor and privilege to be proposing the vote of thanks for today's event. Firstly, I would like to begin by giving glory to the Almighty for helping us make this event a memorable one. And I would like to thank our chief guest, Dr. K. Prasad sir, the Chief Medical Officer of ESI Dispensary, Chennai, our Dean, R. Janardhan sir, Chairperson, Mrs. Jayalakshmi ma'am, our CEO, Mr. Tariswanam sir, our beloved Principal, Dr. D.P. Shivashaktivaran sir, our Academic Director, Jayagauri ma'am, and our super hardworking teachers and non-teaching staff and the incredible students of grade 12 of KRM Public School. Thank you everyone and the tech people.
Thank you all for being such a lovely audience. Please disperse.